I'm providing one of my course videos for free here as an example. Um, Really, it's to promote the course that's for free right now on Second Life Marketplace. You can go and buy it for 0 Linden, and on the honor system, I'm hoping you'll leave a useful review. I'm not asking for positive reviews, I'm asking for useful ones. So please head on over there, grab your item, check it out. It comes with Bento Buddy, so you get the entire thing for free, and you'll be able to perform this task here. This is the big fun part. We want to make the hat fall off. I'm going to try. The problem I think we're going to run into is the hat might actually just drop onto the avatar. First thing I want to do to test this theory is disable the armature modifier in the viewport and just turn it right into a rigid body, and the same thing with the body, rigid body, but make this one a passive, and just play the animation and see what we get. Yeah, that might work. Let's change the shape of this to mesh and see if we get a better result. It's going to stay on the head, I guess. It's not going to move. Alright. I don't think that's going to suit us. We're going to have to make a flat part in there. I want to remove the animation from the armature. It doesn't actually delete the animation, just disassociates it. Right click on that and clear the animation. And now it doesn't move the head. Now, I don't think this is the head. I'm not sure the head vertices are going to affect this while it's animated. I'm not sure how to make that happen. But that's not a topic for this video here. What we want to do is get that hat to fall. So I am going to change the shape of that again from mesh. Hey, stop that. From mesh to what? Capsules, cone, convex. We had it at convex and it just kind of rolled off. That's okay. We'll do that. We'll figure out another solution later on. But we're going to need a surface for it to drop onto. So add a plane, and I just want to make it big enough so when it falls onto the plane it'll bounce, I guess. Make the plane a rigid body, but also make that passive so it doesn't actually fall and it becomes a collision device. Boom. Ooh, that's slide. Wow, that's weird. That is very interesting. That's interesting. Let's change the. I'll put the mass at 10. See what we get. That's well, that's not on fun, but it's not what we were looking for. Let's just go with it though. I like it. We can figure that out later. That's a fun glitch. Anyway, we want to turn this into an animation, and now make sure that we actually have the full line. We do, but you want to make sure this plays all the way through. And it looks like it stops at around frame 40 or 50. So let's just stop it at 50. And in order to do that, I will go to something. I'm looking for a cache. Let's see if I can find it here. This is so hard to find for me. My brain just doesn't work this way. And my eyes don't help either. I know I already passed it somewhere. Yeah. Try again. Is it under gravity? No. Not under units. I'm just going to pause this and look. Alright, looks like we found it. Oh no, did I lose it again? I did. Rigid body world. Cache. And we said 50, right? So, yeah, 50. We're gonna actually go to 60. No, I'm gonna go to 100 because I want to do something with the animation afterwards. I wanted to have a loop. I'm gonna put the hat back on the head once we're done. So I'll let it play for 100, and we actually have the end at 100, and that's what we need. Make sure we have our entire cache filled. Well, see, that's appropriate for Christmas, because it's going to slide across the floor. So now we can pause that. The bone I'm going to use for this display is going to be the skull bone, and I'm going to use it because it's not being used by anything else, because people are afraid to use it. They've been told it's bad, and it's not bad. It's not bad in this situation, and I'm not going to animate this. I think I said that we'd animate it. We might animate it falling manually and then do it more realistically, but this would turn out to be a longer video, and I don't think I want that. Let's just get right to the point. The point is, we're not actually going to animate the bone associated with what we want it to do, the hat, what we want the hat to do. We are going to cause the hat to animate the bone. So we're going to reverse this parenting, and the way we do that is, first we make sure that we have vertices. We have a vertex group on the hat that matches the bone we're going to use, which in this case is skull, M, skull. And then on the bone, we want to attach this pose bone to the hat using that vertex group. Now I think we can just do it by object, so we wouldn't have had to, I think we wouldn't have had to add the vertex group yet. We can do either one. I haven't seen any difference, and we're going to use a constraint, bone constraint, and attach it to the hat and call it a child of, and we pick the object. When the hat animates, it should bring the bone with it, and we'll animate, we'll retarget the rig to capture that animation, and we'll just do that right now. I'm going to retarget the rig, recreation, character tools, retarget motion. In order to retarget, we need a map that matches name from one bone to another. For instance, if we were using a Mixamo rig, we'd have a map that translates the Mixamo named bone to the SL named bone. But this is a Second Life compatible rig, so we don't have to do that. We can just say match map and then action, and we have it like that. It just animates. I want to reset the stage here because I want some distance between the two items to show that they're working. And we might need to enable the location on some of this. I don't know yet. I haven't actually done it this way before. Yeah, you can see that the bone isn't following it. If I enable global location, it will. You see it's following it right here. Just so you know, it's pulling off the head here. Okay, let's go backwards, and one more time you'll see. Okay, good enough. So that's what we'll do. I'm going to export the animation, and then I'm going to export the hat again with a new bone definition. And I'm going to do acquire here. Am I going to do acquire? I can't do acquire because there's no actual animation on this. It's just being influenced. But I know that we're correct at 100 frames, and the retargeter did that for us anyway. Make sure it loops. And remember, I said I was going to do a thing at the end. I'm choosing not to right now because it will just be an advanced feature, and I don't want to confuse what's already pretty complex. I will just export this animation. There's nothing to do there normally, and then I will go back into the retargeter and reset the retargeter. Always do that, or you're going to have junk in your scene. The only other thing I need to do now is export this mesh. Make sure it's not transformed. Looks good. Export the mesh normally. Now that we have a new bone definition in it, the skull. And let's go over to Second Life and see what we did. Upload these two items. Start with the mesh. In this case, we're not going to upload with bone locations. There's so many complicated things going on. I don't even some of the basics I forget. So not uploading with joint locations, I'm almost absolutely certain, maybe, I guess, that we don't do that, but we'll certainly find out. And I really should know, but this is just a real trip. Now, I didn't have my armature modifier enabled, but it worked anyway. So that went to the ground, but we can figure that out later on, I guess. Oh, here's what's going on. I need to make sure that my avatar is not moving around. I'll show you how to do this differently some other time. This is just a really quick example. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm just gonna get on a pose stand and make sure I'm not moving around, so you can see that the hat is doing what we told it to do. My avatar will interfere with the animation, but that's how you animate something using a spare bone, and it's doing exactly what we told it to do. And that's the end of that.